Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Sarah,
I'm Sophie.
And I'm Bella.
and today we have a very special guest.
Hey guys, my name is Tatum,
Hi
and
Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tatum.
And today we're going to be talking about dreams.
For real.
So, did you guys have any dreams last night that you can remember?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I had a dream that I was at someone's graduation party. And it was like at their house. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't remember whose graduation party it was. But I was like at their house and their family was there and like their friends were there. And I like looked around and nobody had a mask on. And I started
Oh.
freaking out. Like I
Nightmare.
That's
started
so scary.
freaking out. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing here? Like I don't have a mask on. Like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get sick. And so I try to figure out whose graduation party it is, but I can't find the person. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna leave. So I
Period.
try to just walk away, but then people start talking to me and asking me questions and stuff. And as they're talking to me, I like panic more and more because like they're getting closer and their breath is getting closer. And
Oh
I'm like,
no.
bro,
Oh
I
God.
don't know if you guys have COVID. Like, oh.
Oh my
So
gosh.
like super terrified. And then at some point I was just like, oh yeah. And then I just
Right.
ran away.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You
That's
know,
genuinely sorry to interrupt. But like
no, you're good.
those kinds of dreams happen all the time nowadays because of like, I don't know,
Yeah.
stress about COVID.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's just kind of that's like oh my gosh. I feel like the anxiety through the dream. I'm feeling
Yeah.
it. The
I
vibes.
also I also think it's because my young life leader, I was talking to her yesterday and she told me that her husband's aunt had a wedding like a few weekends ago. And that the place where they were gonna have the wedding like canceled the day of. So
Oh
then
my
they had to go
gosh.
to someone's house and so her husband was like, I'm not going. That's like way too many people.
Mhm.
Oh,
And they all got COVID.
wow.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
dodged a
Period.
bullet.
Right.
I know, right?
Period. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Oh my gosh. Literally the amount of noise in my house. I'm so sorry,
You're
everybody.
all good.
I can't hear anything. You're
I
good.
can't hear
Really?
anything either. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
OMG,
Do
you
you have
guys.
earbuds in?
Yes,
All right, there you go. That does the trick.
that freaking does the trick. My mother's vacuuming, so
Oh,
that's my two
we can't
cents.
hear anything.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
lovely.
vibes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, for real. The amount of dreams I've had like of COVID, or like, when you're like watching a TV show and then it's like nobody's wearing masks and you're like, what are you doing? And then you
Yeah.
realize it was filmed in like
Exactly.
2006 and you're like, oh, that's why.
It's so
Yeah.
weird.
It's really funky.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just kind of insane how like accustomed we've become to wearing masks over just like this little short, how long has it been? 8 months? 8 month period?
Mhm.
Almost
Yeah.
nine
Even the
months.
word mask.
Bro, a
It's
whole
like
pregnancy.
I used to think about masks and it was like something you'd wear to like perform or something over your
Right.
face. And now mask is 100% my mind a medical mask that you're supposed to wear.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. Any
It's
other
crazy.
dreams?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I
Sorry,
was gonna
Sarah.
say no, you're good. um that's really cool that you had I mean not cool. I mean it's interesting because I feel like my
Oh
dreams
no.
are just absolutely wacky. So
Really?
last night I dreamed that I was thrift shopping and somebody dropped a ceramic goose in the middle of the road.
Oh
And
my god.
the owner of the ceramic goose was not there. And then I had to go figure out who owned the ceramic goose. And
Oh
then I
my
saw a
gosh.
puppy on the side of the road. And then
Bro,
I took
what?
the puppy home. And then the car flipped upside down and I lost the puppy.
Oh
That
my gosh.
that's so scary.
But the car
Sarah,
flipped
that's
upside down in the air and it stayed upside down in the air for like a few minutes.
Oh no. That's so
oh my
terrible.
god.
I can't even imagine that, honestly.
Honestly, that's so scary. My dreams. Oh my gosh. That's like a terrifying dream. I have like really stressful
Yeah.
dreams where it's like,
Ooh.
am are we okay for me to share my dream because it's a pretty
Yes.
long one? Okay.
Go ahead.
Of course my dream is long, You know me. I have a lot going on in my mind. But like for real, okay. So I actually wrote it down. Hold on. it was a
my
couple
God.
weeks ago. Shoot. It was a couple weeks ago, Thursday night. This is the
Ooh.
Thursday after we filmed our podcast like 4 weeks ago, because we were like, oh, maybe we should do dreams. I was like, yeah, of
Oh
course.
yeah.
Remember? And then I like wrote it down. Okay, so there was a lot going on. Okay. I was on a class meet and I didn't realize that my camera was on. So
Oh my gosh.
it would literally I get dressed for work because I go to work right after school.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Yeah, and so
No.
I was getting dressed for work, and my camera was on, and literally it was the scariest moment ever, because everybody saw me naked, and it was like going to school naked, but like online, so like I don't even know.
Oh no.
Like,
Oh.
I didn't even know. It was so scary, and it was like out of my control. So it was like freaky Friday. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like that's so embarrassing. And so I turned my camera off, and then my biology teacher misgendered me. She was like, she literally called me by he, him pronouns. And I was like, I'm not a boy. And I was like, this is literally like the most embarrassing thing ever. And I think this is like the period of my life, like a month ago, when a coworker of mine was like, hey man, I was like, does he think I'm a boy? Because I was so worried about him. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then, okay. So then I was late to a conservatory event, which is weird, because why would we have a conservatory event? And this conservatory event was okay, to those who have watched Harry Potter, you know the tent for the wedding in Deathly Hallows Part 1 in Harry Potter?
Yes.
It was in that tent, the one that like Ron puts up in the movie, and he looks so good. Anyway, so this is where the conservatory event was. But then my mom drove me there late, and ended up driving me to SeaWorld by accident. And I was like,
That's so random.
You can't drive me to SeaWorld. Like, what? We don't even have yearly passes. Like, we're not even going to make a day out of this. Like, I don't even know. And then they were like all aboard the bus to the conservatory event from SeaWorld, because we know that a lot of people get the address wrong. I was like, okay, perf. Like, this is like a Coachella shuttle. You know what I'm saying? And so then I was like, I hopped on the bus, hopped at the plane, and then I was like, I have so much energy right now, you guys. And then, okay, so this was like a bus that we like shared with another school. It might have been LCC. I don't know exactly the school, but it was definitely people that I had not ever seen in my life before. And so then I hopped on the bus, and like everybody was like being super rowdy and like distracting the bus driver. And I was like, guys, you can't distract the bus driver, because then they'll crash into something. This is a big vehicle. You can't just like be messing around in here. This is our lives at stake. You know what I'm saying? And so then the bus driver drove us off a cliff.
Oh my god.
And you know those videos on TikTok where it's like a simulation of like a car driving off of a cliff? It was like that. I like to watch those and see where I die.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Because car crashes are very scary.
Yeah.
And so the bus was not in the best shape. Why did I write this? This is like the morning after. I said the bus was not in the best shape, so we crashed multiple times. I don't remember that happening, but I guess
Is it like
happened.
that video on TikTok of the bus going down the side? It's like a simulation.
Yeah. And then it gets crushed, and it's like, okay, like I'm so good, like I'm in the front, like I got a couple of my students in there. Yeah. It was basically like that. And then when I got to the conservatory event, everybody knew about my class embarrassment where I was naked. And so I was a lot more embarrassed, and they were like, I heard that Miss Balch misgendered you. And I was like, no, I can't believe it. So yeah, that was a long dream. And it was like the first of the night. I usually have like 3 a night, if I get lucky, because like I'll wake up in the middle of the night like super scared, and then I'll go back to sleep. And then I'll have like a even weirder dream.
Fun fact.
Fun
fact, you can actually dream 4 dreams in one night. So, I mean.
Oh my gosh, swag.
Yeah, I looked up some facts actually, and
OMG.
Well, look at you. We should just
look
have
at this.
you
Oh my gosh, Tatum is like doing her research. I live for
I
it.
mean, I don't know.
I mean, she deserves to be here.
Thank you.
As if it's like exclusive.
No, this is such an honor, honestly. Like, I love being here. I listen to some of the podcasts like while I'm doing homework. It's such a vibe. And
OMG.
Oh my god, that sounds so distracting.
no, but it's I love it.
Like yelling
I love it so much. No, but
oh my gosh, swag.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to share some other facts that I have?
Oh yes, please. I'd love to know.
Okay. You forget 90% of your dreams, which is so true. Like,
that's so
I
true.
literally forget so many of mine. and animals can dream too, which I actually don't know if that's true, but I think.
No, my dog
Oh my
dreams
gosh,
with
yeah.
his little legs.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My dogs always like chase things in their dreams.
Oh, it's so cute.
And their legs like start moving, and then they start like freaking out, and then they wake up because we're like looking at them. Anyways.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's a cool fact, honestly, because like
that is kind of swag.
Goats can dream. Like that's kind of cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Sarah with her goat yoga, I swear.
Yeah. Goat yoga. Goats are some of the smartest animals.
Goats are.
I would say. Okay, I'll share a recent dream of mine too, if that's okay.
Of course.
So, this was like a few weeks ago. I don't really know where this came from because I don't know, but I chopped off all of my hair in my dream. And
wow.
I dyed it brown, and I remember just being like, yes, like
you would say that,
like
though.
baddie vibes,
Yeah,
but
baddie.
it was after, like, I think someone just broke my heart, so it was kind of like after that.
Gosh.
And well, the thing is, I haven't had someone break my heart recently, so it was just very random. But it was so funny because I just remember being like, I look so ugly now. And just to give a picture, I have blonde hair, if anyone didn't know, but it was a big difference. But yeah, they're really weird. Dreams are so weird.
Dreams are weird.
I know.
Do you think blind people dream?
Oh yes, I saw that on the fun fact page. Blind people do dream.
About what?
No idea, but
sounds?
I think, I don't think they dream like pictures like people who can see do. I think they dream just things that they like, the way they live their normal lives, you know?
That makes sense. Yeah. If you're blind, leave a comment below.
Labau, if you're blind,
let us know how you dream.
Because I would love to know that.
Dude, if Labau is blind, we could get some good info.
Yeah, Labau, if you're listening to this right now, and we know you are because you're a #1 fan.
Right. Comment,
tell us about your dreams.
Yeah, tell us what you've dreamt of other than your profile picture. So
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
Anyway, Bella, what were you saying?
I was gonna say that I think it's super interesting and crazy how dreams are, a lot of the time they're like hit or miss. Because sometimes it's like based off of like how your day was, you know? So if during the day, like I had that conversation with my Young Life leader, and that's why I dreamt that I was at an event and I thought I was gonna get COVID, you know? So that's where that came from. But sometimes they come out of nowhere and there's no relation to your like previous activities, like, you know, like it's kind of like, oh my gosh, where does this come from? And obviously it has to come from somewhere, like it's somewhere in your brain, you know, or else how did it happen? But I don't know. Here's something really funny. When I was like 12 or 13, I was very bored and hopeless.
Oh my gosh, same.
So I used to like I had this, there was like a few months where I started like dreaming every night, and it was kind of terrible, and I like hated it because I couldn't sleep. But then I was like, oh my gosh, maybe there's a meaning, and maybe there is a meaning, I have no idea. But I used to like create like meanings from my dreams.
Oh my gosh.
And it was really funny at the time. Now that I think about it, it's like a little bit weird, just because it was like so often. So maybe there was something going on there. I don't think I was wise enough to figure it out. But do you guys think that dreams have like actual meaning?
Yes,
for sure.
Have you ever had dreams about running away from something?
Yes.
Because back in the day, in, I don't know, 8th grade, I had a crush on this boy. And I didn't want to because he was like weird and like I guess popular, and I was like, this is not my type. I knew it back then too, but I liked him anyway. And every single night I had dreams that I was running away, getting chased by Pennywise. At some point I just accepted it, and then I stopped having those dreams.
Wow.
Weird.
So it's like when you run away from something in
That's
your real
so
life,
cool.
it's kind of suffocating, you know,
That's
and it
insane.
translated to your dreams.
Yeah, you know when I've had this dream multiple times because of anxiety, I guess. So like, you know, when you're trying to run, like this was like right outside my house. My dream was I wasn't sleeping outside my house, but my dream was set right outside my house, and I was trying to run up the stairs, and my door was locked. But it was like I couldn't run and I couldn't talk, like I couldn't scream for my sister to unlock the door. So I was just like trying to like run and like yell, and somebody literally was chasing me to murder me, which is
That's
probably
happened to me before, like the exact same
it's
thing.
probably the most scary. I don't know what you guys have experienced in your dreams, but one of the most scary things is that just like kind of having no control over like your safety and like whatever, just because that's like, I don't know, I feel like everybody's fear of the unknown is like kind of taking over. But yeah, definitely like that's terrifying. I also had a dream that I died, and like, well, I was in a shooting and somebody killed me. And you know how like you can't stay asleep after you've died, like you always wake up. But I didn't wake up. I literally just like died, and I was still conscious, and they buried me pretty much alive because they thought I was dead.
Jeez.
And so I was like conscious, and like they didn't know because I was dead, but like my brain was still working, so they pretty much buried me alive in a sense. And that was probably the most traumatizing dream because it literally felt so real. Like I swear, like in that moment, I was like, I am dead. Like I have died at 16 years old, and I've done nothing in my life. You know, like it was just kind of interesting because I was like, I didn't like go to college or like go to grad school or like do anything that I really wanted to do, like all that stuff. So I woke up and I literally was just like sobbing for the rest of the day, which is like literally. I mean, like looking back on it, I should have known that it was during COVID, so I was in a group of people. I was at a campsite sitting on like tree stumps, like with like elementary school friends. Like it didn't make sense, but like it made so much sense in that moment. And then I woke up and I was like, why would I ever think that was real? But that's the thing about dreams, is that like your brain thinks it's real. And so
they confuse dreams with like reality almost. Like it's like you think it's real in the moment. Oh, when you fall during a dream, that is the weirdest feeling, falling in a dream. It's like
because you like feel like you're falling, but you're not. It's so weird.
And then your body twitches.
It's so weird. Like I'd really like to know the psychology behind dreams. Like I know we don't know a lot about like what goes on in our brain.
Yeah.
But are there like dream doctors? Because that'd be really cool.
I think
I guess technically they do that. Like neurology is kind of like that, but it's just so interesting. Like I don't know how our brain like comes up with those scenarios. Like that would never happen. Like being buried alive. I mean, you know, it wouldn't happen.
Well,
so I don't know. Just kind of crazy. But going back to what Sarah said about like the crush thing, I was like, I wrote some notes on that because I was like, that is sometimes it's so nice to dream of your crush, but like then you make this romanticized version of them in your head, and it's like when you see them in person, first of all, it's very uncomfortable. Like you don't like you remember the dream, and like, you're like
like you don't know what you did.
Let's keep this between me, myself, and I. But it's just kind of like, I don't know.
Also, guys, so like obviously we dream with people, right? But have you ever thought about like people dream with me? Like I am in people's dreams. Isn't that crazy?
I don't want to think about that actually.
Like,
for real, like
I know it's a little scary.
Okay, so we're gonna get into a weird thing with dreams, but okay, so I feel like every single person that I've ever had a crush on, I've had like a dream about them, and then that's what made me like them. Like I literally was like best friends with this guy in elementary school, and then right before middle school started, I had a dream about him and me dating. And then that's when I started liking him, and he was actually my first boyfriend, except for my preschool boyfriend. But yeah, and so swag. Anyways, and so like I feel like that kind of is like what makes me like somebody, I guess. And so it's interesting, like when people like if people have a dream about me, and then it's like, what if they start to like me? Because it's like I I feel like even if somebody isn't like attractive to me at all, I'll like have a dream that I'm dating them, and then I'll be like, why do I suddenly like you, even though I like have never ever liked you before, and I've never ever thought that you were attractive. What if that's like somebody with me, and it's like they think that they're lying to themselves, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like crazy wacko crazy town, because it's like I don't know, I feel like we base all of our like stuff on like what we dream about that goes on in our own head, and then it's like outside of that it kind of like blurs the lines, but then it's like the lines shouldn't be blurred, but they also can be. I don't know, that's just kind of tea.
I have one more question. Do you guys like, I dream in like third person where I see myself doing stuff.
What?
And
Really?
I like, yeah, as if I was watching TV. That's how I dream. How do you guys
First
dream?
person.
It's first person, yeah.
What if you dreamed in like second person?
How would that
Like
work?
you were watching yourself, like you are the person that you're interacting with in the dream.
Ew,
and
no,
you're,
no,
like,
no.
let's say that like Tatum and I were building a sandcastle in my dream. I would be Tatum building a sandcastle with myself.
That's so weird.
No,
I'd be the same castle.
I don't dream in second person. Don't worry, you guys. I'm not.
I'd really like to meet a person that does.
Watch us,
Imagine,
bro. Watch
on.
us all dream in second person tonight.
Yeah, let's try.
Guys, let's manifest
yeah, lucid
this.
dreaming. That's another thing that's so cool.
Oh my gosh, like shifting into Hogwarts.
I
Oh
want
my
to
gosh.
do that.
I really
want to
try
do that.
I really want to try
Me
that.
too.
Who wants to shift into
Guys, we should
Hogwarts
try
with me?
it
For
together.
real?
I'm so down.
Who wants to shift into Hogwarts with me? Literally, that'd be so fun. And people are like, it's shifting realities, when it's really just your brain making a reality that feels real and seems real, and it's like very lucid dreaming. But it like feels like you're in a different world, but I think it's just like a really long dream. So I really don't think
I don't know. That like, it scares me so much. I have like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I've known a
terrifying.
few people that can lucid dream, and they just like have this power that I wish I had. And it's kind of like,
I had a lucid dream.
Oh, go ahead.
Once.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, tell me.
Gosh. I had a lucid dream once, and okay, you know in Victorious, like the okay. Like the place where they go and it's like super rough, and like they like there's like the pain bowl. Okay. And then it's like Tori fights with the gorilla.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
and she's wearing like a cupcake suit or
right.
something like that.
And so I had a lucid dream that I was there once, but it was with the cast of iCarly, and there was also a skate rink, and like, oh, it was Fortnite version too. Like it was like that, but like in Fortnite animation. Oh my gosh, it's all coming back to me, y'all. And it was a very lucid dream, and I could like feel everything. And then I went up to Freddie, and I became his best friend. And then I woke up. I was so sad.
But it felt real, so you felt like you were in it.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it felt like it wasn't like, oh, like kind of like blurry and dream, like it was like for real. I was like there, and it was like Fortnite. I was like,
wow.
What is going on?
That's so amazing. Oh yeah.
I have a question.
Have you? Oh, go on.
So Tatum, because you're our guest, I'll ask you
Of
first.
course.
Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
I'm sorry. What is that? I've actually never heard of sleep paralysis.
Oh, I love talking about this.
Go
so
off.
it's when you're when your mind wakes up from a dream but your body does not, and you're sitting there
and you just can't move.
I'd really like to say I have, but I haven't. Can someone talk about it?
Apparently people have demons crawling on them.
No.
That's happening.
Super scary apparently.
Oh my gosh,
I don't mess with that.
In my last house, I had a bed with like okay, so this is the setup of my room. So I had like a, you know, like the thing at the end of, it's like a headboard but for the end of your bed. What's that called? Anyways,
Yeah.
They're a footboard, I guess. I don't know. But I'd never had sleep paralysis before, and this is the only time I've ever had it. But that room was definitely haunted. I talked about this in the Ouija board episode, or like the spooky one. Zozo was in my room. But yeah, this was my old house. And so I woke up and I couldn't move, because that happens a lot where it's like your eyes open, but like it just doesn't, like you can't wake your body up, you know? So I like look up expecting to see like a demon, but it's just a little boy in a cowboy costume sitting at the edge of my bed, just like staring me down. like straight up staring me down. And then every time I would blink, he would move to a different part of my room. Like he moved to my doorway and then moved right next to me, and then like
an Enderman.
No, for real, yeah. I need to get some ender pearls. But yeah, so it was probably the weirdest moment ever because I knew he was not there for harm, but I just knew that he was like, it wasn't like I was making stuff up in my mind. He was definitely there. And then I was like, okay, this is just like my sleep paralysis demon, which I guess is a 6-year-old boy in a cowboy costume. Like he looked cool, like he was like stunning, but like I don't think he had a face.
Oh my god!
So that was kind of scary.
No. At least the fit made up for it.
The fit rocked, dude. I kind of want to dress up as him for Halloween.
Oh my
OMG,
gosh, dress up like your sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, my sleep paralysis is a little cowboy guy.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's like, did you guys do the Chloe Ting challenge?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So like the little crunchy crunches where it's like your arms are straight and you do like little crunches. Anyways.
Oh, the 100.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love those. But anyways, I kind of did one of those because I couldn't really move, but I just kind of like looked down and I did like one of those to look at him. And then I looked at him and then I was like, okay, this king is here to kill me. But I'm not gonna it's like don't let the bully know that they're getting to you. So I didn't let him know that he was getting to me. I was so young at this point. I was like 12.
In my head, thinking about this, I am picturing a little cowboy like spawning in different spots around your room.
Yeah, his like little legs like dangling off the side of my bed. Oh my gosh.
Bro, that's so
it was so sketch. And then like I did one of those like 100 things, and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let him get to me because then like he'll know to like back the frick off because I'm not one to be messed with. Even though I am one to be messed with, I'm very scared of everything. But I was like, I'm just gonna go back to sleep, and so then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up the next morning and he was gone. Of course, my king, he had to go. He had work. But he just like it was like so weird. Like sleep paralysis is so weird because you really like can't do anything about it. So like, why try? That's kind of me at this point of life.
Bro, that's never happened.
Really?
To me. That's
oh
so
my gosh,
scary.
Sarah, has it ever happened to you?
No, but I've mentioned, I think in the spooky ones, waking up and then seeing people in my room, and then I blink a few times and they leave.
Oh yeah,
like that man.
Yeah, but I can move, but I'm just like not trying to move because I'm like, what?
Like I do not want them to see me.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sleep paralysis is crazy.
I kind of feel like that's like your brain, like how obviously when you're asleep it's kind of turned off, so you kind of need to like flip the switch when you wake up. So maybe it just takes a minute. Right. I have no idea.
Just it's always like a weird funk, and then you kind of wake up in a weird like mood for like a week. That's how I am right now, you guys.
It's been a weird week.
For sure.
It has been a weird week.
I agree.
The past 4 days I felt really weird.
I'm just so tired constantly. Like I'm just constantly tired, and I don't know why.
Bro, I know. I definitely think, I don't know what the heck is going on. Maybe like some planets are aligning or something like that. But like everybody is exhausted. Yeah. Everybody's exhausted for no reason.
Like I've been going to bed at like 10 because I'm so tired and I don't want to be awake.
I'm for real like wondering why everybody kind of feels the same way all the time. Like I definitely like am tired because of Thanksgiving. Just because like like a lot of food, and then I had to work really late on Sunday night, and then I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just so tired right now. And then everybody else is like, yeah, me too. And I was like, what how? And then I realized everything is just kind of weird. Like yesterday or what's today? Oh, Monday I fell asleep while watching Cars during lunch, and then I didn't have like an alarm set, so I slept through some of my classes, but it's okay.
Oh no.
And here's the thing, it's all because everybody's in like such a weird mood. Nobody wants to like deal with anything right now, and I don't even know why. I don't know. It's so weird. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna take a nap during lunch now. But I'm gonna set an alarm. Don't worry.
Don't miss any classes.
Yes, of course. I'll try not to. Yeah, I have a lot to do in bio today.
Well, we're kind of coming like near towards the end of our time, so
OMG.
you might have some extra time.
Nap time.
Really?
Right?
OMG.
Because
Nap time.
yeah,
An extra
because
15
we
minutes.
usually have like a 10-15 minute buffer period.
Yeah.
To like for extra stuff to go on the episode. That was not English. I'm sorry.
No, it made
anyone...
actual sense. Like, Sarah, that's the first time you've actually made full sense.
Thank you so much. I should get a medal or something for that. Thank you. But does anyone have any final things they want to mention?
Oh, I wanted to say that I ran into Sarah while doing my job, and the rumors are true.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I do work at Ralph's. It was so okay. It's insane that okay, so you know how I said in Pals, everybody knows this, that's recording this podcast right now, but for those who aren't in Pals, I said that I characterize people by their shoes. I characterize myself by my shoes. Like you would never catch me dead wearing a pair of Doc Martens, but because I just don't like how they make my feet feel. But like I find myself comfortable in some Air Force Ones, you know? So I imagine Sarah in like those those like Vans that are like blue and black, you know what I'm saying? Like
what?
I do not
own
you
those.
Don't? Oh my gosh, that's kind of
I
like
only wear Doc Martens.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, that and like a skirt, you know what I'm saying? But like I saw the blonde hair and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, is that Sarah? And then I saw the shoes. I was like, that cannot be Sarah. Like I saw your shoes and I was like, that for real, like that has to be somebody else. Like cute shoes, but that's not something I'd imagine Sarah wearing.
Let me tell you about
what shoes was she wearing.
So these shoes were some like Toms or something that my grandmother got me for Christmas 4 years ago. And there's cats on them, and she bought them, and they give money to animal shelters and stuff like that. But I've been wearing them casually for like 4 years because I don't need to wear socks. I just slide them on. Like my feet get blistered really easily. I can just throw those on. And they're very
so cute.
No,
like,
they were actually so cute, and
anyone.
I think you should wear them all the time.
No,
but like I was doing carts, and I was pushing a lot of carts. You guys, usually I don't push a lot of carts nowadays because I just am so tired of doing everything. And so this was like the one time that I'm pushing carts, and of course I see somebody I know. And I was happy that it was Sarah and not like Lil Bow or something. But like I was like, oh my gosh, like that's Sarah. And she was like, Sophie. I was like, OMG, this is so crazy. I'm in so much pain. And I wanted to go over and say hi, trust me. But I was like...
And my brother was there.
Who, what?
He's a little scary. My brother.
Your brother, yeah. I was like, who is this man? I don't even know who this is. Like, I was like, okay, I don't, like... Also, I was pushing a lot of carts, and I was like, I do not...
Really
I was like, I need to get these out of the street because there was a Tesla waiting for me to cross the road, and I know that Teslas hate it when I cross the road in front of them. But they begrudgingly reply to me and be like, hello, you can go. And I'm like, okay. And then, and then I get distracted with friends, and one time I literally stopped in the middle of the road with carts to say hi to somebody, and somebody got really mad at me.
That's not good.
No.
And so then I was like, oh my gosh, Sarah. Also, what's crazy is seeing people that you know at your job, especially when it's your sister's 5th grade teacher. Ms.
That's
Siebold.
so random.
I saw Ms. Siebold, and I was so nervous to say hi to her because she looks so cool. She has not aged one bit. She was wearing like Madewell jeans and like a really cute like top. I was like, okay, queen. Like, she's just such a queen. And I was so nervous to say hi to her. But anyways, yeah, my jaw hurts from talking too much, so I should probably stop.
Oh, I have some things to say before we close out. I just wanted to say that Ravenly podcast, you guys are so like great, and you honestly make me feel less alone in the things that like I think about on the day-to-day basis. And just I love you guys.
You're so
OMG, LOL, lots of
Tatum is the nicest person I know.
Yeah, for real. Tatum can brighten my day with just one little hey, you know? Just like a little hey.
Yes, our Palsies group is so great.
Guys, you know how
Oh, true. Our Pals
Oh, wait, were you guys
slapping.
talking about oat milk the other day? Because I just wanted to put in my 2 cents really quickly.
Likely.
I like oat milk.
Don't talk about it.
It's so good. And Sophie, can you mention something about it being watery or something? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
Okay, here's the thing. The fact that we talk. I feel like in every aspect of my life in Paris, we talk about this.
So true.
because okay, so for those who don't know, Pals is divided into like groups to like get stuff done efficiently. And so Tatum and I are in the same group, and apparently me and Wanda are the only ones who enjoy straight up milk, like 2% or whole. I'm down with it. Like, I love milk. I will drink it straight up. Like, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. But apparently the rest of the group does not agree with me. And so I came on to Ravenly and talked about it, and I said I was putting oat milk in my coffee. First of all, it did not taste as good. I'm a human at heart. I take advantage of my resources, right?
Sophie,
if I'm not vegan, I'll drink milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put it in my coffee. Like, it tastes good. It tastes robust. It's sweet-ish. Anyways, and so I came on here and I talked about how I think I talked about how when I poured oat milk in, even when I shook it, even when the expiration date was miles away, it still would come out like a little section of water and then section of like chunks, and I was like, that's kind of gross.
Yeah, me neither, but I'm sorry for that experience.
Not like solid chunks, but
you
like,
have to get
but
the
like
creamy
it's like the
kind.
extra okay, so you know the craveably creamy, like not chunks, but like it's so creamy that it just kind of comes out. Yeah, it like separates in my coffee, and I have to mix it really well. The milk just happens, and I'm like, yeah. And I don't know if anybody has one of these, but like one of those like foamers for your coffee, like they kind of spin around and they're like, beep. Those are swag. I have to use that for my iced coffee. Are you kidding me? Just because the oat milk just doesn't mix.
No, Sophie. No.
Yeah, get the right brand.
You're just getting the wrong kind.
Send me a brand, dude. Literally, Tatum, go on that doc. Yeah. Go on that doc for animes I should watch, and then put oat milk I should drink.
I'm on
it. Because I just don't understand it.
I mean, the brand really affects it, so, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
But I love you regardless.
I agree.
I always get like...
yeah, okay.
I do.
I guess. Thank you for that. I just had to voice my opinion one more time, as if I don't do that enough.
It's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. Stop barking.
I wasn't barking, Sarah.
Sorry, I got a mistake.
Okay, good. Okay. So, thank you guys for that. For that amazing talk. Anyways, that's like a joke that my mom will be like, guys, stop being annoying, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, Mom, and she'll be like, I'm talking to the dogs. Anyways, just had to explain the joke and make it less funny. Thank you for your time today talking about my journey with oat milk. I swear I don't drink expired oat milk.
Okay, thank you for coming on, Tatum.
You guys really want me to go?
Why did I say your name?
Thank you.
Julia Myrick.
Tatum. The Tatum.
Tater tot.
Anyway.
Tay-tay?
Oh, that's so
I don't know.
cute.
There's variations.
Tatum,
someone called me Tum Tum the other day. I was like, all right, we just crossed the line.
Yeah, the line is right there.
But yeah, thanks for having me on. I've loved this time.
These 40 beautiful minutes.
So, we never know how to finish that.
Right?
We need to have a conversation about how to finish it.
And Sarah just kind of says, like, we're all in this together, and then we're like, see you later. Yeah. Anyways.
If anyone has any feedback, you can go on our website, which is in our link tree in our bio on our Instagram, CCA Ravenly, and then you can leave some feedback for us.
But don't be mean.
Because currently...
Suggest how we should end each podcast.
Yeah. Currently the only feedback in there is my dad saying what a great podcast.
He's so supportive. I love it.
Sarah's dad.
That's so nice.
I love our fans.
My dad will be listening to this one as well, so.
Oh yeah, mine too.
Yay. Hi
Tatum's dad. And hi my dad. Hopefully you're
Sophie's dad.
Now. You're probably not. Anyways.
All right, yo.
Well, I'll talk to you guys later then. We're all in this together.
Bye.
Bye.